Okay, here we go. We are continuing our series opener against the Detroit Tigers. This is Game 8, Part 2. Let's continue. I did make an adjustment to the music settings. I turned it all the way down because of copyright stuff. So let's see what that sounds like. If it sounds terrible with no walk-up music or it's too silent, I'll just turn it up a little bit more and deal with it. Oh, yep. See, I don't.
We go to the top of the fifth, so now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Cal Raleigh.
I already don't like it. I already don't like it because there's no music. Already do not like it.
The pitch. And that's in for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Spencer Howard getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Here comes the 0-1. Now 1-1. That's off the mark. 2 balls and a strike. That clips a corner. Next pitch misses inside. 3-2 now. And the right-hander deals. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Full count pitch will have to wait. Time called to the plate. Three balls, 2 strikes the count, and that's ball 4.
Runner, take your base.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a full scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk.
I need to check Cal Raleigh's stats, but I think he has more walks than strikeouts now.
Kelman in the box again, takes a strike. Nobody out, runner at first. Oh, and 2 now. On the ground to first, and foul ball.
I almost want to run with Cal here.
He's going.
Runner on the go. Pitch is high. Throw to second. Save.
Got it.
When your
Nice.
catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment, or guys are going to be running.
Is that Cal's first stolen base? No. By the way, I would like to look at this since we're here. No, let's go to stats. There we go. Yeah, he's got more walks than strikeouts. That's crazy. It's been so good this year.
Runner leads away at second. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Two now. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Righty to the plate. Liner, base hit. Throw quickly into third. They're at the corners now to start the inning.
just
Nice
one of
job,
those
Kelnick.
at-bats you almost hate to see come to an end. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let
That's
it get
great.
deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Edwin Rios here, and he swings
Too soon
and misses
or
at
underneath?
the initial offering.
It was either too soon or I was too underneath and good timing.
No outs.
No,
Runners
good
at first
underneath.
and third.
Oh,
This one popped up right side. Vargas settles under it,
wasted.
brings it in, one down.
Wasted.
The third baseman, number 16, Patrick Wisdom.
Now the third baseman, Patrick Wisdom.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
No.
On the ground is short, could be 2. Slings to second, and that's 2. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and
Again,
one left.
PCI
Last
low
half of the
and
fifth
let it
coming
go,
up.
and it went straight
it's
to
the
the middle.
Mariners 6 and the Tigers 3.
Tailor-made, dude. 6-4-3. All right.
Welcome back.
Need
We
to shut down
head to the
inning,
bottom of the
Kirby.
fifth. At the plate, Dylan
catcher.
Dingler.
Dylan Dingler.
And he deals. Swings through that
0
one.
balls, 1 strike.
Pitch misses
That's the
there.
ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
Goal is to get through 5 innings at least here with Kirby.
Kicks and deals. Swing.
Whoa.
And all the
There
bat
goes
went
his bat.
flying there.
Holy shit.
And puts the squeeze on that. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Isaiah.
I
Back
can't believe
to the
Kershaw's
top of the
pitching for
Detroit
the
order. And
Nationals.
here's the Tiger leadoff man, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. 1 for 2.
I guess that's another down, not down, another fault with
First
this game
offering
is
misses the
the
mark.
trade logic. It's really bad. There's no way the Dodgers would let Kershaw go.
And another
That's
ball.
the ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
On the ground, right side. And that's just foul.
Kirby's throwing a lot of curveballs today. I love it.
Next one off the plate inside. 3-1 now. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just
Up next is
mentally
the Tigers.
prepared, knowing that if it's
The left
not on a
fielder.
tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an
I think I
excellent
need
job
to.
in that
I need to
plate
warm
appearance.
somebody up. I think I'm gonna warm up Cabrera for these lefties coming up. This mound visit.
Now mound visit coming. And with the reliever just beginning throwing out there in the bullpen, this should buy a little more time to get him loose.
The fact that my energy is this low with 78 pitches is crazy. That should not be the thing.
Baду batting with one down, takes a strike.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
Next offering is down low.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Swung on, belted. That's
No.
back. That one is gone. A 2-run shot, his second of the year. It's 6-5.
This crowd back alive.
The fact he hit a home run off that pitch is crazy. I thought it was outside and low. It might have been middle low. Maybe I missed my spot a little bit. We'll have to see the replay.
Well, he put a really
But damn,
nice
I was up
swing on
6-zip
that
and
one,
now it's 6-5.
everything was on
Yeah, that's
time,
middle.
took a direct
That's
path
middle.
to the
That was a
ball.
bad pitch.
Excellent extension and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
So 1 out, nobody on. And next to hit for Detroit, Riley Green.
That's it.
Genesis Cabrera taking the mound. He's being eased into the game here with the bases empty.
Genesis Cabrera.
Only a second game pitched in 8 games total. Not being used much.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Okay.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Check swing went around, and it's 0-2. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good
right
power
fielder,
pitcher can
number
do to you.
30.
He's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone. Sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
And first offering is fouled off.
God, Kirby went from dominating to ouch in 2 innings.
And now the lefty. And right back to the mound. To first. And that is the inning. Detroit making up ground with this homer. And the home team down a run. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. All set for the top of the 6th. Here's the shortstop.
So
at
far
the
from
plate.
over. We got to do something.
Crawford. Francis back to work. That one's in there, and that's strike 1. That's in there.
Okay.
0-2 now. To the right side. He steps
close.
on the bag. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now batting, left fielder, Sam Haggerty.
Sam Haggerty up next for the Mariners. Bounced up the middle. Vargas. No play. That's an infield single.
Well, that was a throw that just shouldn't have been made. They scored a single and an error, so the official scorer doesn't believe a good throw would have gotten an out, and neither do I. We can't hear it from up here, but I wonder if anyone was telling him just to eat the throw. You know, that's where communication on the infield can sometimes help out a ton.
Next to hit, Nico Horner.
That's exactly where I was looking.
Strike, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, he's got 3 ribbies today.
And that's outside. Haggerty, the runner at second with one
625
away.
batting average with runners in scoring position. Crazy.
Liner caught at second.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
And now, Ty France.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
1-0.
France versus Francis, 11 for 20. Damn. Damn.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get
who am I
people
bringing
out
in next
on,
inning?
and then being
Shit.
able to use the entire field.
Bottom of the sixth, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. Shit. I'm going to have to bring Barlow in, I think. Maybe I can get multiple innings out of Gratterall. We'll figure it out.
Ball to strike.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
Julio Rodriguez would be next if they can extend the inning.
And
Give
he's
me a
homered
cookie.
already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
The
Not
right-hander
even
gives
close.
up the 2-out walk.
Now batting, the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
And
All right,
now it's
Julio.
Julio Rodriguez. His
Clutch
two-run
up,
homer
baby.
back into third was an important swing of the bat in this one.
Yeah, there's no doubt he helped set the tone fairly early, and certainly part of the reason why they've got the lead right now.
Yeah, yeah. Made it 3-0. So, but Tigers have hit three-run homer and a 2-run homer off Kirby, which is not good.
That
Get
one
out.
is absolutely
Get out.
belted.
Get out of
That's
here.
back.
Get.
Makes the catch up
Aw.
against the wall. 2
Man.
left on. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots do up. It's the Mariners 6 and the Tigers 5. Back
Here's the
here
thing,
in
we have
Detroit,
tomorrow
here's
off.
The second baseman, Miguel Vargas.
We could keep him in. Let's keep him in. That way we're conserving our bullpen. Well, shit. I don't know. Yeah, fuck it, dude.
The pitch. That one drifts inside.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Next one misses, and now 2-0.
Good pitch.
Upstairs. Gavin Cross up next for the Tigers. In for a strike. Now it's 3-2.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
At the belt and fires. Got him.
Nice
And now
pitch.
one away.
The designated hitter.
Next is the designated hitter, Gavin Cross. Infielder shifted to the right, shortstop just to the left of second. off the plate inside. And that's ball one. Cross goes 6 feet 3 inches, 210 pounds, and he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH. And that one fouled off.
You know, Boog, people don't realize how far the jog is from the dugout to the outfield position. And if you're playing in Oakland, man, it's a country mile to get out there. So for him to be able to be the DH today, that is really a nice day off.
And he lays down a bunt. Makes it to first on a perfect bunt, as they couldn't even get to that one.
Fuck. Is he a good bunter? Apparently.
That's exactly how he wanted to drop down that bunt. He just did a great job of catching the baseball with his bat and putting it where the defense had a hard time making a play. Could be a huge
I was hoping it'd roll foul, but I had no chance of getting him.
One down. Paul DeYoung up now for the Tigers. He's already homered in this game.
I need to look at the right menu here. There we go.
That misses the zone. Ball one.
1-0.
In there at the knees.
Thank you for the call. Could have gone either way. We'll take it.
That misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. That one missed.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Nick Maton up next. The 3-1. Line drive. Rodriguez makes the grab on the run.
Good job. Good job to get out of that.
Now back, the third baseman.
Thought I might walk him.
And up next for Detroit.
Yeah, this
Nick
is the last
Maton.
batter.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Change?
Maton, 28
Okay, that
years
worked.
old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2017. That one is upstairs. Runner on the goal. Pitch is high.
That's the ball.
Got ya.
Throw to second.
Cannot run on Cal.
And that'll end the inning.
Can't run on
Try to
Cal.
get into scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
So a lefty out of the pen, Tyler Alexander. This is his 3rd time out
Your
this
attention,
year.
please. Now pitching
Okay.
for the Tigers,
What is it, the 7th inning now?
Tyler
We can think about pinch hitting.
Sander.
Now the catcher up to hit.
Not
Cal
right now,
Raleigh.
The catcher.
He is
Not with
at
Cal,
the
I mean.
top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot.
We're going to need... Okay.
It's so impressive because these guys have
Cutter.
to do so much study and preparation for
Change in the
their
slider.
pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their #1 job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
And a pitch. On the ground to third. Toss to DeYoung. One up, one down. And as well, lots of pop in that bet. So you combine the slug with really good defense.
See, this is what I'm talking about. He's 2 for 2. I'm going to stick with him. I'm going to stick with him and just hope he gets better against lefties.
Kelnick in the box now. No balls and a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
The 0-1. Fought off foul. Got it by him for the K.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, low and away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. I tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Sean DaCosta looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty.
DaCosta.
There you go.
Line drive, base hit. And that extends the inning.
There you go, Costa. DaCosta. Hell yeah. Needed that.
The batter, the third baseman, Patrick.
Runner at first with 2 away. And up next for Seattle, Patrick Wisdom. And a strike. DaCosta off of first with 2 away. Next one is off the plate. 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Mariners leave 1. They lead it, however, it's 6-5.
Fucking Chase, dude.
So remaining in the game defensively, Sean DaCosta. He pinch hit last half and now takes over at first. Well, 1-run game. Now here is Nick Maton.
Third baseman,
Brusdar Graterol taking over on the mound. This guy can bring it velocity-wise. The pitch. Flips the corner. It's 0-1.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Left-hand batter waits. And a foul ball. The tying run at the plate. And takes low for ball 1.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Next one is off the plate, and the count's even at 2. Left-hand hitter waits. Goes down looking. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And next up for the Tigers, Dylan Dingler. He swings and misses at the
you
first
keep swinging
pitch.
at that, bud.
0-1.
You keep swinging at that. I appreciate it.
And the righty deals. In there at the knees. That's strike 2. And that's down and away. Next offering upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him looking. And that quickly 2 away.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your bullpen arm when you roll them out there to start a new inning, hold on to a small lead. Just such a stabilizing effect. And not only get the first 2 hitters, but to strike them out. That gives everyone on defense a big boost of confidence.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. First pitch
Outside,
just
ball.
misses. Two down, nobody on.
Nope. Ball. 2-0.
And that's a little high.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Akil Baddoo to bat next. The pitch. And he walked him.
It's
One
fine.
of the things about that 2-out walk, the base
Fine.
runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
And now we'll get a mound visit from the pitching coach. Probably trying to give a little more time for that arm out in the bullpen to get warmed up. Baddoo swings through it for strike 1.
But with the tie and run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
And a pitch. That one misses, and it's 1-1.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Inside, just missed. Here's a 2-1. Little
Man,
chopper
that was
rolls
a bad
foul.
pitch. I got away with that. 2-1 sinker in the middle of the plate.
And now 2-2. And that misses off the outside edge. Riley Green waiting to hit for Detroit. In the air right field. Kelnick under this one. He's
Got it.
got it.
Whew.
And that will end the inning. So no runs,
Spooky inning.
no hits, no errors, and one man left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Mariners 6 and the Tigers 5. And welcome back. We go to the 8th, and now for Seattle,
Leading off for the
J.P.
Mariners,
Crawford.
The shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
And here it comes. Into center. Green going after it. Tracks it down for the out. One away.
I'm having trouble with my PCI moving it around.
Sam Haggerty getting ready to hit. A switch hitter batting right.
I got it up, but I didn't get it over. I need to get better at that.
And there's the strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Will Vest getting loose for A.J. Hinch. And a pitch. Foul ball. That one misses. Going to count 1-2.
1-2.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. And that's going to roll to the wall. Now he'll turn for second.
Haggerty
In
has just
safely.
been
It's a
freaking
double.
clutch
And
with
his
this
second
year.
hit.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
That was great.
Back to the top of the Seattle order. Nico Horner up next for the Mariners. Out towards left center. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Runner from second crosses the plate. And they take a
Huge.
2-run lead.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. He obviously put a very nice swing on that pitch and really drove it towards the gap, but I'm pretty surprised he only ended up on first right there. And it's kind of hard to say if there was some hesitation or if they just decided to play it safe.
Man at first with one gone. Digging in, Ty France. 1 for 3. And ball 1. Late with the swing there.
1-1.
Horner stands at first with one out. That missed inside. 2 balls and a strike.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Hit and run? Fuck it. Let's go. Hit and run.
And a 2-1 on the way. Horner on the go. Next offering is fouled back. Two now. Lined, and that's a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like
Come on, Julio. Come on,
they
bud.
have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Rodriguez, the next to hit, takes outside.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Hit on the ground might be 2. Connor Falefa tossed to second, over to first, safe.
Thank God for his speed.
Well, that's great hustle out of the box to get down the line, knowing that a double play will end the inning.
Yeah, that was good
job
hustle.
at the finish, reaching out for the bag. Now they got runners on the corners and still an opportunity to pick up some runs.
And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Cal Raleigh.
No,
It's under and pops it
I
up.
just
Barnes
missed that.
should have this one. Brings it in for the 3rd out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 7-5. You're dialed into the show.
Nico's going to get player of the game. He's got fucking 4 RBIs. Little flare. Drop.
Back
shot.
at Comerica Park,
Leading
bottom of the 8th.
for the
Here's the
Tigers,
center fielder,
the
Riley
center
Green.
Let's bring in Spire.
So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Gabe Spire.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Wait a minute. Didn't he have full stamina?
The pitch. Off the plate, and that's ball 1.
Well, these Tigers doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They've done a great job finding holes in the defense. Exactly half of their hits have come off the bat less than 90 miles per hour. So the ball isn't exactly jumping off the lumber, but they're finding a way to make it work.
And 1-2.
Nice pitch.
1-2.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Nice
Carpenter
pitch.
stands in now and watches strike 1. Kicks and fires. Bounce back to the mound. Slings to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Second baseman,
Miguel Vargas up now for the Tigers. First pitch, and he just misses.
Okay, that could have gone either way.
Inside corner, and that's called a
Make a
strike.
call? Sure.
Falling behind 2-1.
2-1.
And now it's filled up.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
And there's ball 4.
Fuck, that's close.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Now time is called here. Pitching coach on his way out to the mound.
This is your last batter, dude. Got to get him. Got to get him.
This one in the air, right field. Kelnick gliding to his left. He's
Nice.
got it. And that is out number 3. No runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Through 8 full, it's the Mariners 7 and the Tigers 5.
It's been a great game.
All set to start the 9th in this one. And now the right fielder, Jared Kellner.
Jared Kellner.
Do I want him to bat? I mean, fuck it.
Alexander back to work. And there's a ball. And there's the strike. Kicks and deals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
I'm out.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. The next offering misses. Ball 2.
2-2.
Stays alive. Inside 3-2 the count. In the air, out towards left center. Baddoo.
It's all right. That was a really good at bat.
Down.
Really long at bat. Really good at bat. Didn't get a hit. It's
Now
fine.
The first baseman.
Sean DaCosta up next for the Mariners. That one lifted to left. Baddoo has
Right
this
to
one
him.
sized up and makes the grab. And there's 2 away.
That was a really good pitch to hit.
The third baseman, number 16, Patrick.
2 outs, base is empty.
Wisdom.
Here's the third baseman, Patrick Wisdom. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Next pitch misses, and 1-1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Here's a 1-1. And it's fouled
Man.
away. Next pitch inside. The count now 2-2. Just misses.
Oh,
with
man.
that.
I lucked out. That should have been out.
And that's ball 4.
Okay. I lucked out, but
Boog, if
I'll
I
take
were
it.
him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of
number
hitting
3,
pitches outside of the
shortstop,
zone and driving them a long
JP
way.
2 outs, runner at first.
Okay,
Now it's the
JP.
shortstop, J.P. Crawford. And a foul ball left side. Wisdom, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. That's ripped. Base hit. They stopped the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Really nice job with 2-strike hitting in that at bat. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Sam Haggerty up next for the Mariners. And
Cool.
that one pulled foul. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Okay, being a little
2
aggressive
outs.
here.
Couple of base runners at first and second. Bounce to third. Maton. That ends the frame. So they strand a pair. Bottom part of the order. 7-8-9.
Here we go.
2 up in inning number 9. It's the Mariners 7 and the Tigers.
The 7, 8, and 9 hitters.
And next to hit for Detroit, Paul DeYoung. He really
Yep,
made
we
his
remember.
presence felt back in the 4th inning of this one, Singy.
Absolutely. 3-run blast and a shot of energy for his teammates. Everyone in that dugout was pretty fired up.
Andres Munoz gets handed the rock out of the pen.
There we
I
go.
think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
And he deals. Strike 1. Munoz.
Beautiful pitch.
Multi-time All-Star. He features a slider, a 2-seamer, and he works in a 4-seamer. Gets the call.
Ooh, got the
and
call.
that is strike 2.
Wow.
Hacks and misses.
Nasty
It's a
ass
strikeout.
slider.
Well, I definitely
Cannot
say
hit
that's
that.
a statement strikeout right there. You come out of the bullpen, go right after the hitters, and 3 pitches later, you got 1 out. Tell you what, if you're in the dugout, you're looking at each other and saying, he's going to be tough to get to today.
Maton batting with 1 down.
100 miles an hour
takes a
on
strike.
the corner.
Well, so
Good
many
luck.
hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that guys have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Next offering is in for a strike.
You're done.
And that one
One
missing
ball,
low.
strike.
Caught him
Goodbye.
looking for the K.
Game's over.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly, but you got to go up there, maybe trying to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
And now it's going to be Dylan Dingler.
Ball.
Pitch
90 mile an
misses
hour
inside,
slider.
and it's 1-0.
With crazy movement. With depth.
Right-hander kicks, deals. This one popped up. Crawford under it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Mariners add
Good game.
another to their winning streak.
Well, when you reel off 8 wins in a row, you're this close to double digits, and now all of a sudden it's a challenge within a challenge to get 2 more wins to get to 10. But there's definitely a high level of confidence that these
What a
guys
start
are
to the
playing at
season.
right
8-0.
now. And that's one of those
I thought
things
I might
you
lose
don't
that.
wanna
I was
rock
up
the boat.
6-0,
You don't
and
wanna
then
disturb things. Make
Kirby
sure the
gave up 2
clubhouse
home
guys
runs.
giving you the same
Got
good
real
food he's been
close.
giving you all along, and you can keep this win streak going.
Got that
A 7-5
tack on run
final
at the
score
8th
in
or
this
something, I
one.
think it
For
was.
Chris
Which is
Singleton
great.
and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John
Julio
Shelby
went
saying
yard for the
so
first
long.
time. It was a good game. Yeah, Young hit his blast. That was the first of the two of their comeback a little bit. Yeah, Badu. That was the end of Kirby because it made it 6-5. And then Munoz come in and he just shut it down. Nice. All right, there it is.
Our final line score
Good
this afternoon.
times.
First for the victorious
Bye-bye.
7